Did you see that? An LED bulb. An LED bulb that's brand new that I just put in that lamp a couple days ago is already spoiling. It was spoiled right out of the stinking package, the plasticky package. That previous video segment you just watched is of an LED light bulb flicking away. Last year, I think it was for Christmas, my mother bought me a couple of light bulbs. They were the Sylvania 40 watts vintage LED bulb. Now she knows I don't particularly like LED bulbs. In fact, she doesn't really like them either. But she does know that I like the warm lighting. And since those were advertised as having the warm, I think it's 20, I don't know if it's 2000 or 2200 or whatever it is. Those are advertised as having a warm amber color. So she thought I might like them and got me a few to try. Much to my surprise, I actually liked them. I put one of them in here, in this lamp, and it's been in here for a little less than a year. I use this lamp every day, and the bulb provides a nice, warm, relaxing light. There's no flicker or other funny LED effects to it. It's a generally satisfactory light bulb. So she bought me two, I believe. That was one of them, and then the other one I put in here into this lamp. And it's the same thing with this lamp. The oh boy. The light is a relaxing, warm color. There's no funny flickering or other LED nonsense. So both of these bulbs, both of these bulbs have been working fine for a while. So I set this lamp up in here, and now that I moved the computer over and it's next to the computer screen, I found that these lamps were too bright. So for this lamp, I put a 15 watts incandescent light bulb in there, which is a brand new appliance bulb, one of the kinds you can still buy, and that's a good fit for that lamp. And then in here I decided to put, I took the lamp, the bulb from over there, which is the 40 watts vintage Sylvania bulb, and I put it in here, and I liked it. It's a nice, gentle, warm glow. It's a good brightness. It was great. It looks nice. And so I went out to the store and I bought another bulb of the same model, and I put it in the lamp, and it looks like it does now, and everything was fine. And then I'm sitting here working on the computer, and it just starts flicking. It flicked a couple times and it was working fine. And an hour goes by and I'm sitting over there doing something else, and I notice the light's flicking and it's flicking away. No, I'm not living like this. So I've been told that Sylvania makes very bad light bulbs. I didn't believe it because my experience with the other two was pretty good. In between the time I bought this one and when I got the original two, I tried to buy the 60 watts version of this, and I hated it. I couldn't use it. It flicked. It was a flickery freak show, just like most of the LED bulbs I've tried, and it gave me a headache. I couldn't use it. But for whatever reason, the 40 watts version was fine, and it doesn't flicker and whatever. But so this one unfortunately is defective. So at this point these have a 33% failure rate, which is no good. And for what this cost, I'm not willing to try to buy another one. So it's unfortunate because I really like the light output of this bulb, but I am not going to use that in here. So instead, as I often find myself having to do, I will go from LED back to incandescent. So this is another incandescent bulb that can still be purchased. This is an Edison style incandescent bulb, and these have a very similar color temperature to this. In fact, this is what this replicates. So this should look exactly the same, if not better, and the light quality should be vastly superior. It shouldn't flicker, it should be reliable. So in other words, it should look the same as the vintage Sylvania bulb, except it will actually work properly. Now, it's going to draw more power, of course. I believe the Sylvania LED bulb, does it say that in here? Of course, now I can't see it because it's too dark in here, because the stinking lamp doesn't have a bulb in it. This is, let's see, 47 milliamps, 4 watts. So this is a 4 watts bulb, and this is a straight incandescent. It's 40 watts, so it's 36 more watts. It's going to cost more to operate, but it's actually going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and put this bulb in here. And these Edison bulbs are kind of nice because they're usually rated for 2,000 or 3,000 hours, as opposed to a conventional light bulb, which is usually only rated for 1,000 hours of operation. And then if you put it in a dimmer and lower it down, it will last even longer. And in fact, one of the things I plan to do when I have some free time and money is I'm going to build a dimmer outlet for this lamp, which will cost about $50 or $60 because the cost of electrical components is just ridiculous right now. But I'll do that, and then I'll put an Edison bulb into here and dim it down, and that'll look really cool. I tried to put the bulb into here, but it was too bright because this is really an unshielded lamp, so you have to have a very dim bulb in there. But so this is what this light bulb looked like, and as you can see, it looks exactly the same, except it actually works. And these bulbs are designed for open sockets, or open open fixtures. And because of the size of the filament, actually I could just take this off for a minute. Because the filament is very long, it's kind of dim. Like the filament doesn't glow very bright like a basic incandescent bulb does. So this is not blinding to look at necessarily, but it's still kind of unpleasant. So there's the filament. Very cool. And since this shade is kind of a yellowish color, it adds a little bit more of an amber tint to the light output, which is nice. This shade unfortunately is broken, but I use it anyways just because it's so rare. This is the only one like this I've ever seen. Okay, so that's that. Back to incandescent, drawing more power, cost them more to operate. Well, who cares if you get the desired result? Now I have reliable, pleasant, consistent lighting at my computer table. Thanks to the good old incandescent light bulb.